Welcome back to ITeachHerSheWins for another juicy episode, this time about Valeria Card Kingdoms
Darksworn.
Designed by Isaías Vallejo, published by Daily Magic Games. The art is by the one and only Mihailo Dimitrievski, and it still plays 2 to 5 players, 60 to 120 minutes, possibly longer. It entails a solo variant and is the expansion to the base game, which brings 2 new elements to the Valeria Card Kingdoms universe, a cooperative and a story-driven / campaign mechanics, with a lot of twist. That added to the usual dice rolling and card drafting mechanics of Valeria Card Kingdoms. The rules are the same of the base game with a few twists. The players' actions have changed. Now they don't build domains. You're not competing to get the most victory points because you're working together to survive 6 unique book decks. There is a 7th one, Dungeon Delve, but it can be used multiple times, randomized. Overall, then there are these 6 unique books through which you have to fight monsters, complete challenges, and so on. So the players' actions have changed. You can first pray Aquila, or Aquila, I don't know how you pronounce it, but for us it's Aquila, means eagle in Italian. But you pray this god, spending victory points, which you don't need anymore to win this game, to obtain unique benefits. Or you can share resources with your teammates because it's a cooperative game. Or you can reinforce walls, or you can interact with the book that you're currently dealing with. And then another interesting, unique thing, at the end of each player's turn, there is the monster phase. Monsters are trying to attack, trying to destroy the walls of the Valeria Kingdom. So there is a lot of tension there. You're always trying to, okay, I want to get, thank you, honey. I want to get recruit citizens. Maybe I should pray Aquila, but also gotta make sure we gotta slay the monster because eventually it's gonna destroy the wall. And when the monsters destroy the walls, then they kidnap citizens. And an end of game condition is when you're supposed to discard or banish a citizen and there are no more citizens there, you lose the game. The opposite, you win the game when you finish the last page of a book. Molly, how do you win Valeria Card Kingdoms Darksworn?
Well, 2 things. One, you should always use the sharing resources action because you want each player to have an optimal turn. It's very important.
Yep, and you share any amount of resources of one type to give half that amount of that resource to a teammate of yours. And then?
Yes, and when you're recruiting citizens, don't just see what it's going to give you. You should also see what it's going to give the other players when you decide
you will be activating your citizen. Yeah, the beauty of Valeria Card Kingdoms is that when you roll, when each player rolls to activate his citizens, Every player is participating because other players get some benefits out of that activation. Now, in the base game, you're clearly focused on, okay, what do I want? What does make sense for me? Here, you're like, okay, if I get that citizen, I will be getting that, but Mollie will be getting some strength, which is good. Okay, that's a good addition to our team strategy. Very well, Mollie.
Yes, overall, you have to make sure the other players are doing as well as you are.
That's the only way to win here. Check it out, Valeria Card Kingdoms Darksworn. Valeria!